Welcome to Tokyo, where your boy starts on pole from Revo and Charles Hernandez. Then comes his teammate Nico Palomino and Lars Leclerc, followed by UK Ball, Sebastian Ocampo, and Casper LeBeau. Alongside him is his teammate Chris Cornwell. She's followed by Theo and Nunez Garcia, with Zach Sheehan running out the top 12. Remy LeBeau on the outside looking in is followed by Carlos Fernandez and Arthur Catfish. Then comes David 12, Gabriela Barton, and Marcus Nelson. Alongside him is teammate Linus Erickson, Dash Sanchez, Ewa Puff, and Daniel Baltasar for the back row. The two Mercedes, Ezra and Hudson. Race 2 in the ERL Formula E World Series takes us to Tokyo. All 5 lights go on then. And we go green. Great getaway then from Charles Hernandez, starting third, already trying to get a nose in front of Revo on the run down into turn number 1. It's your boy from Hernandez and Revo as they get through that opening corner. It's the Maserati man trying to muscle his way in front of the Porsche driver alongside. They stay side by side as they go up the S's. They touch wheels, bang wheels in fact, and go over the gravel. That puts Revo back in a position where he can try and make a difference then. We go on board with the number 7, who's on the outside. Gets forced off the road slightly there from your boy, but otherwise a very clean opening lap with a lot of almost hits there made throughout the pack. Lars Leclerc going off the road, but it's Hernandez who's made his way in front of your boy. Last time out, he failed to come home with the race win then for Porsche. Today, he can try and go after what would be his first Formula E win. Palomino trying to close up to the back of Revo. I think Hyperdrive might have overfueled that number 7 car, considering that he started this race on the softs. Although I'm looking at his fuel gauge right now, that seems to read about 52%, which is actually what we expect from a lot of the pack. We've got yellows in the final sector. That's a big one. That is Sanchez and Linus Erickson off the road down at the Degniers. Sanchez re-emerging down in 23rd place. That's not the Deniers, that is the Casio Triangle, sorry. 3 seconds separating the 52 and the 27. Hernandez, fastest in Sector 1. And for the Porsche team, still relatively new to the ERL, hopped on to the scene last season, and now find themselves in a position to go after another race win. They have a strong lineup with Hernandez and Palomino, but we now have a safety car for Dominic Hudson. Hudson off and in the wall. I think he must have gone a bit too wide going through the Deniers. So a safety car coming out. That will slow the entire field coming through the final few corners. And it's a virtual safety car, sorry. Don't know why I said full safety car, but it is a virtual. The full safety car once again retired from usage by the ERL from an entertainment perspective. Full course yellows ending then as the top 3 all take the opportunity to dive down into the pits. Palomino will lead us back to green on lap 3 of 13. Behind him is England's UK Ball and the Philippines' Sebastian Ocampo. Though, from the north of the United Kingdom, Chris Cornwell running in 4th. She's trying to find a way past Sebastian Ocampo. Your boy came out in 11th. Where's Revo all the way down in 16th? Hernandez up in 6th. So the guys who all came in, separated by a few cars. That's going to be trouble then for both your boy and for Revo, who, when the field gets back into their regular order, are sorely hoping for a full course yellow. Probably not. Red flag, that's where the money is. With Revo all the way down in 16th, a lot of the field, last time out by the way, were noting how it was refreshing to see the Italian's name outside of first place for once. Definitely getting a bit tired of seeing this man dominate in the ERL. But you know what they say about dominance. Because no one else in the field has even 3 championships as Palomino comes down into pit lane. Ocampo, the man who right now might actually be closest to achieving that 3rd championship, dives down as well. Hernandez assumes the race lead with Awful Catfish running in second. Your boy now in third. LeBarton staying out as well in fourth place. Then comes David 12. You are Puff. Let's see where UK Ball reemerges in relation to Revo. Well, he's nowhere near the back of the Italian. But look behind him. Ericsson, Bogdasarov, Cheklerk, and Casper LeBeau all going ham, fighting over ninth place. Side by side behind the Swedish driver in the number 28 car. Look at Zach Sheeden as well in that Nissan Nismo car, fighting against the Honda. You've got two Japanese manufacturers fighting over points today as Casper LeBeau in the Sims Gazoo car, a third Japanese manufacturer if you want to extend it to Gazoo Racing. It's insane to see the Japanese representation in the field this season, and it comes after we lost a Japanese driver in Kazuki Sims Takahana as he headed back to the FG series. He headed back to Tier 3 or become Tier 2 next season. But of course, very interesting to see that happen at all. Hernandez setting a new fastest lap. Your boy coming across the line then. And you know, the top three all on mediums as we now have some dark clouds. Catfish and LeBarton both come in. Revo staying out, but he's got UK Ball right behind. No push to pass, as already mentioned, so it's all about the slipstream as they come through turn number 1. And the slipstream, very powerful. We've got a yellow, though, and it's for Zach Sheeden, who's off and in the wall, down on the main straight. Wrecked it in a straight line. Verstio stayed out, so that is not helping his teammate at all. In fact, it helps both of the Hondas. Well, it helps LeBarton at least. Doesn't really help Bogdasarov as he's on his 5th lap on the same set of hard compound tires that he started this race on. He's looking good for fuel if that's worth anything. In fact, let's take a quick look at the energy levels for everyone. Don't know why I said fuel. 42% for Hernandez, but your boy also 42% as we go green again. It's 42 for Revo as well. So everyone looking very similar on energy. With these grey clouds darkening the outlook. And oh! Big hit there for 12 and Fernandez. Full course yellows are back out. If anyone's going to take advantage, it's going to be Charles Hernandez, closest to pit lane entry. I don't think Revo's going to be able to gain from that, nor will UK Ball or Cheklerk. It's hards going on for Hernandez. Your boy comes in as well. I don't think it's smart to come in at this stage because the tires can go to the end of this next lap for everyone not named Bogdasarov or Linus Eriksson. Let's see. As the cautions end, your boy's on new hards. Revo comes in as well. I think UK Ball did stay out there as we go green for lap 6. Hernandez leads from your boy as Revo dives down into the pits. As already mentioned, he's on new hard compound tires. Now, that was a very scruffy pit entry there for Casper LeBeau. Ericsson making his first stop of the day. Bogdasarov diving in. The tires just holding on there. Revo coming out, still in the top 12 in 9th place, chased by Verstio and Garcia. Effectively, that was a normal stop there for the man in the 7 car. So everyone who's just come in under that caution period and over the course of that last lap, they don't expect rain to start falling, even with the clouds looking as they are. And I don't know what the radar is saying, because here in Tokyo, it's like its own localized weather front. Can't say words. Through the Casio triangle then, 6 to go. Hernandez leads from your boy and UK Ball in the ERL Formula E World Series. Into the pits for UK Ball. Might see Palomino and Ocampo there as well. Off the road there for Awful Catfish, locking up as well, side by side with Ocampo, as the Filipino man who leads the championship dives down into the pits. He left last time out on 32 points, the maximum points tally available. It is good to note, by the way, if you come home in 4th with the fastest lap, you have the same points tally as if you came in 3rd, so that could be very important for the championship. It's Hernandez from your boy and awful Catfish. Lebarton running up in fourth through some strategic miracle. Revo now with a breathing gap over UKable, but realistically, if he's to try and win in race 2, the winningest driver in the ERL, he needs a little bit of luck to fall on his side. Staying in the slipstream of Gabriella Bogton as we go on to lap 8 of 13, 5 to go. Your boy stealing the fastest lap away from Hernandez, and those two who are racing up front. As your boy closing in, here's Revo trying to go round the outside of the Honda. Last man to break, it's gonna be Revo taking 4th place. But the gap out in front was being closed by your boy momentarily there, Palomino. Where's he? All the way down in 12th place, the last point scorer currently fastest in the second sector. Catfish and Lebarton both come in. New softs there for the Malaysian. What about the Filipino in the 19? At Honda's home event, they strap on new soft compound tires as well. Fastest in the final sector for the championship leader in Sebastian Ocampo, who has really sprung back to life over this little off period and in these ERL 03Bs. On board with UKable. Closed up to the back of Revo. Those fresher medium compound tires helping him think about a move that'll take him up into 3rd place. Swings out wide. 4 to go now as Hernandez comes across the line. Lebarton further back with a track limits warning as he comes up through the hairpin. And Revo fending off the attack from the Power Motorsport man for now, but he runs into the back of him. Locking up the front tires there for UKable. Looks to hold it around the outside for 3rd place, and Revo comes into the pits after that. Hearing over the radio, UKable saying that Revo brake tested him. I repeat, he brake tested him, is what we are getting over the radio, but that was truly unbelievable. We've got yellows further back. It's Sanchez off in the wall once more. He's going to try and put that Venturi back on the road, and he does so. The gap's getting a bit ridiculous out there, by the way, as Revo back on the road in 10th place, behind his teammate by 2 seconds. That right there, though, Gabriella Bogton hounding the back of the Revolution car on medium compound tires with 4 laps to go. That says to me another stop incoming, as Hernandez is now into the pits with your boy also following him in. Looking at the battery, 38% for your boy. I doubt they have to recharge at all. Hernandez back in front with 3 to go. They're both on fresh mediums. That'll take him to the end as the sun peeks through again. Remy LeBeau hounded by Chris Cornwell and Awful Catfish. In the battle for 7th, you can see Revo trying to close up here. Here's Chris Cornwell to the inside. Remy LeBeau doing what he can to defend, and he breaks so much later. Revo now really on the back of his teammates, almost touching the rear diffuser of that Revolution Racing number 2 car. In comes Awful Catfish. Now, UKable comes out behind Revo, and behind by a considerable margin. Remy LeBeau up in 3rd place. He's definitely got another stop to make, as does Marcus Nelson, by the way, guys, running up in 6th place. Ocampo also came in again, so if you're expecting this man to come home with yet another win, I don't think it's going to happen. As it stands, though, it could be redemption day for Porsche's number 52. Charles Hernandez only has a handful of laps left to go then. But then, it's between him and your boy for Formula E race win number 1. Ericsson, track limits warning. Further back, it's his first of the day in the Magna BMW I Andretti car. Lebarton with his 2nd track limits infringement. 5 seconds the margin out in front. And honestly, your boy is closing in. That could be down to a different amount of energy. Let's see. 52. He's on 46%. 27, he's on 45, so it's a negligible difference as it's side by side between the former teammates. Cable with the inside line, but he's having to lift off just to make sure he doesn't collect. Revo in front, his teammate Remy LeBeau has come in, Nelson has come in. The tires are certainly going to be the deciding factor in this race. Fastest final sector for Chris Cornwell, Linus Eriksson on the back of Puff, who's on the back of Casper LeBeau, fighting for 6th place. And look at Palomino and Ocampo hopping onto the back of this complex as well. Ocampo, 4 seconds off the back as it's the fastest lap of the race for Charles Hernandez, a new one from the man who was holding it previously. He knows that your boy wants to get on the back of that Porsche Motorsport car, but on the penultimate lap of this race, he is not going to let it happen. Honestly, the top 3 could all come into the pits at the end of lap 12. That could be happening. Cable on the back of Revo here. If he plays his tires correctly and gets him to stretch out a little bit longer, who knows? It could be the 89 coming home with a win. But I think that fastest lap could have taken everything out of Hernandez's tires. Fastest second sector for Remy LeBeau, all the way down in 15th place on the back of Gabriel Lebarton. 41 seconds the margin between this man and Revo. 6 seconds the margin between this man and your boy. The Tokyo ePrix could go down for Charles Hernandez as the first of many wins. We saw a return to victory lane for Sebastian Ocampo last time out. On the current lap, 1 to go, Charles Hernandez is leading from your boy and Revo. Cable on the back of the Italian in front. Quite a ways behind is Lawless Leclerc. That's a slow-moving Casper LeBeau coming through there. Might just be because we're used to much higher speeds in the ERL. Linus Eriksson on the back of Puff. But for Charles Hernandez, keep it out of the walls. And you've got this, man. You've got this. Came up through the IndyCar series in its early days. Has wins in the Champ Car World Series. Many podiums. No matter what car Charles Hernandez has driven. Partnering Nico Palomino at Porsche Motorsport since last season. He got burned in Australia back in season 27. Was leading the race, but collected a very slow-going Ionet Babinesh Sr. But today, in Japan, it is Redemption Day and a first race win for Charles Hernandez, who wins the Tokyo ePrix. Your boy comes across the line for his second podium in as many races for Maserati Racing. Cable far off the back of Revo now. Look at the margin between those two. And the tires should just about hold on for the reigning series champion to take his first podium of the season. But a mile and a half behind, your boy has to lock up. And he's definitely smoking out of the back of that car. Cable actually closing up to the back of him. As he comes to the start-finish line, it will be a first podium of the season for Revo. But 40 seconds off of your race winner. Leclerc through the final corner to complete the top 5 for Cupra Kiro Race Co. As it is a manic situation going through the Casio Triangle. Remy LeBeau will come home for Power Motorsport with the final points. And my oh my, every man in every crew is gonna salute Charles Hernandez, a race winner in Formula E, as the tires go for Daf Sanchez. Well, as it was in St. Petersburg, we've got a car with a full car puncture then. It's been a while since we've seen those. But thankfully, they haven't impacted Formula E or even FG too much. But yes, redemption for Charles Hernandez. That leaves your boy then as the only driver in a top flight team who is yet to take a race win. Will he do it next time out? You can see him so happy to finally take home win number 1. It's Charles Hernandez for Porsche Motorsport, followed by your boy and Revo, your boy. You know, he was certainly the only man who could have challenged Hernandez today, but it just won't happen. And for Revo, after crashing out last time out, today, third place in the 20 points that comes with it, might feel like the world in comparison for the 8-time champion. But for your boy, gotta wonder, when's it gonna happen? Could happen next time out in Putrajaya for the Frenchman's first Formula E race win. The rest of your finishes will be on the other side. And here are the official results from today's race in Tokyo. Charles Hernandez taking the fastest lap and the win. His first Formula E race win, followed by your boy and Revo. UK Ball is fourth from Leclerc and Casper Leboeuf. Then came Linus Eriksson, Nico Palomino, Ewan Puff, Sebastian Ocampo, Chris Cornwell, and Remy Leboeuf, your top 12. Outside of it, you've got Bob Cesarov, Catfish, Nelson, Lebogton, Nunez Garcia, Ezra Versio, and Daf Sanchez, with Carlos Fernandez, David 12, and Zach Sheehan, as well as Dominic Hudson, all being unable to see the checkered flag today. And Hernandez taking home that win boosts his championship lead over Sebastian Ocampo quite significantly, with him now actually leading the points 21 up on the 2-time Formula E champion. Casper Leboeuf still third from your boy and Ewan Puff. Revo moves up to 6th, followed by teammate Awful Catfish and UK Ball. Linus Leclerc is 9th now from Fernandez and Ezra. Then comes Eriksson, Palomino, Garcia, Versio, Gabriel Barton, Chris Cornwell, and Remy Leboeuf, with Bob Cesarov, 12, Nelson, Zach Sheehan, Sanchez, and Hudson all yet to score any points this season. And the Constructors' battle looks very spicy, with Tag Heuer Porsche leading the way, 4 points up on Maserati Formula E. Revolution Hyperdrive best of the rest then in third, followed by Sims Gazoo and Kiro Raceco. Citroen is 6th from Power Motorsport and Andretti, with Mercedes EQ, Nissan Nismo, Honda, and Venturi Racing running out the 12. Thank you so much for watching the Tokyo ePrix here on Sparkplug Motorsport 1. We'll be back with more ERL content very soon. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTuber things. Check out the link in the bio for the merch store, and we will see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns. Bye-bye.